Us? Okay, let's get started. Thanks for coming to this session this afternoon. I'm Ajay Jagannathan and my colleague here, Joachim Hammer. We are program managers in the Azure SQL Database engineering team. And today we are here to talk to you about Azure SQL Database managed instance and how you can either migrate your databases or build applications on it. And we'll share a lot of tips on everything from deployment to security to running ETL and using other Azure services to build applications in the cloud. How many of you are familiar with managed instance? Okay, good. So there's not much of overview or background that we'll cover. It's mostly assuming that you have some familiarity with Azure SQL Database. Do you have anything to add?
No, welcome from my side as well. My team owns the security feature, so we'll talk a lot about that in this session. Again, mostly only from an app perspective. So I'll show you a few tips and tricks as to how you can secure your app. And like Ajay said, we'll stay on the demo side of the house today. So more demos, fewer slides.
Yep. So one of the biggest things that customers are looking for cloud, as many customers that we work with across the world, is driving force is the end of support that's coming for SQL Server 2008 and R2. It's not too far away. It's just it's less than 3 months out now in the first week of July, which means there's a huge risk.
Just needed.
So we lost the.
Having some difficulties getting the slides to go on the board there, but
yeah, while we wait on the slide, so okay,
here we go.
Great. So end of support is coming in July for 2008 and R2. It's past 10 years, as you can see, and this puts a lot of applications at risk because it's out of compliance. Microsoft will no longer provide security updates, and customers, most importantly, not just that, are also missing almost a decade of innovations. So as one of the promises of managed instance is to provide you a platform or a destination where you can come with minimum to no effort depending on the application that you're using. So keep this in mind as you consider cloud as your destination, and we will talk about why managed instance will provide you that compatibility. So when we look at the Azure SQL Database family, it's basically our investments across these pillars that you see here. Our promise is to make sure it's seamless and compatible. It's the same engine that you're used to using SQL Server on premises with the same broad feature set. So it's running the same code base, whether it's cloud, on premises, or in a hybrid environment. Along with competitive TCO, if you already have software assurance with enterprise agreement, then your license investments are protected. What we mean by that is you can bring those licenses in exchange for virtual cores in Azure SQL Database. So you don't have to worry about you have already invested in your licenses and you have to pay again for the cloud. So you can just exchange it. And in some cases, along with reserved capacity, if you pick 1 year or 3 year commitment, some customers can see up to 80% savings. That's for enterprise features. In terms of performance and scale, you may have already heard this. We launched Hyperscale yesterday as a generally available service. So this promises up to 100 terabytes of storage and scale out of multiple replicas for each scale out. So you can future-proof your applications. Data is only going to grow. So as databases become bigger, there's a need to have a platform which can support that capability.
And it's all built in, so you don't have to think about, well, what do I do when I need more? You can, with Hyperscale, first of all the changes you make are online. You basically in the portal, or you move a slider, or in your PowerShell script, you just basically request more resources, and we'll have them available for you.
Yep. And then the last two pillars is basically the value of the Azure PaaS platform. Whether it's security or performance, there are a lot of built-in services running by default, whether it's auto-tuning or performance management to recommend the right set of service tier and index recommendations to make your application run faster, and take out the effort to wake up middle of the night to tune problematic queries, or industry-leading security features, which we'll talk about later. But most importantly, what I want to share is, out of the box, when you provision the service, you get 4 nines of SLA for availability. And no other cloud provider provides this SLA. Yep.
Good
thing? Okay.
Nothing to add here.
Yeah. So now, looking at the deployment options, so when you go and create an Azure SQL database, you have 3 choices. The first 2 are already available in the market for many years now. The single is basically database as a service. When you go create, you just get one database, and then you can write applications against that database. All the resources that you pick when you create the database are guaranteed for the database. It's fully resource governed. And this is ideal for applications which are built mostly client-server type apps, which don't have a lot of feature dependencies across a single database from a programming surface area. The next offering is the Elastic Pool. Elastic Pool also is basically a pool of single databases. The main difference is you can have shared resource governance, meaning if you have a multi-tenant hosted environment where you want to host multiple applications in a fixed set of resources, you can basically put them in a single pool so they can share the same set of resources. It's advantageous if you have applications which don't compete for resources at the same time. Think of it like time sharing, where if you have applications which run, let's say, once a quarter or once a month, you don't need to have dedicated resources. So, but still, each application runs its own isolated programming surface area, which means you're not going across databases and you don't need instance features. And then the third deployment option is managed instance, which is what the rest of today's session will be. So managed instance, think of managed instance as SQL Server as a service. So it provides you the whole instance level features. And if you are using capabilities in the service, like today on premises, if we have features which go across databases, or like link servers or replication, or if you have dependencies with SQL agent, et cetera, managed instance will be the deployment platform you'll pick. And it gives you the best compatibility if you are moving from on-premises to the cloud. So continuing on that, the surface area of managed instance, the promise is it'll give you all the best capabilities that SQL Server already provides. And there's only one edition, it's Enterprise Edition, which is in the cloud, which means you'll be able to leverage all the benefits from a programmability surface area. The 2 things I want to highlight here is, one of the questions we get is, what is the version of managed instance? Being a cloud service, it's always running the latest version of SQL Server engine. It'll always be ahead of on-premises, which means you get innovations faster than any other cloud provider hosting SQL. And but customers are concerned, what if my application does not work against this version? So the answer to that is, what we as Microsoft recommend is to customers to use database compatibility level as the means of certifying their applications, because with compatibility level, we promise the same surface area for functional and service guarantee. And how do you detect whether from your application standpoint, if you are targeting a managed instance? We have a server property engine edition, which a value of 8 means you're targeting a managed instance service. Plus, all the past benefits that I mentioned before, if you're already used to using Azure SQL Database, where you get built-in HA and 4 nines of availability and the security features, managed instance also runs on the same platform, so you get all those features out of the box. Yep.
And just because you're running at a compat level, a certain compat level, still means you're getting all the fixes and the hot patches and everything underneath the cover. So this just covers your feature set, but it will not limit you from getting the latest and greatest in terms of making sure the service is stable, like I said, security patches and things like that.
Yep. So a little more on the database compatibility level. So the main thing is the protection that Microsoft will provide. So the 2 main things customers worry about when upgrading or moving to a newer version is functional correctness, so that the application doesn't break. Like people are worried that there will be some features deprecated. So we promise that there will not be any such functional issues. And the second thing is query performance. So by continuing to run on the same compat level, we also promise that we will protect the query plan shape. So if you have tuned your applications, let's say to SQL Server 2012 compat level, and if you set the same database compatibility level in managed instance for your database, it'll continue to provide you the same query plan shape. So that way, you are assured that you are not going to regress in performance. Plus, to help you validate and test all these features, what are the things which might work, what are the things which might need tweaks to make it run successfully, and also do comparison testing between your source and target. We have several free tools as part of the database migration tool suite, migration assessment, experimentation assistant for assessing and testing these comparisons, and leverage this so that it gives you higher confidence on the amount of effort required to move the database to the cloud. Any questions? I'll take a minute here.
By the way, feel free to interrupt at any time. So this is very informal. You have a question, you can either shout it out or step to one of those microphones. Yeah.
The question is, what if we rely on SSRS? The short answer is we do have a migration path to the Power BI service for reports, or customers also deploy it on a VM, and again, deploy the catalog on the managed instance and manage it that way. Yep. So in terms of the investments in managed instance, over the last quarter, we have released a bunch of things which are not available for your single or elastic deployment options. So if you are already using Azure services, you may have realized that Azure runs on only one time zone. So we now have the local time zone support. So if you have applications which have already been written to work against a specific time zone, we had a customer who we worked with last year who had to modify 23,000 stored procedures because it was a billing app and it was fixed to Eastern time zone in the US. So it's very hard to go and change that much code. So now with managed instance, when you create the instance, you can say what time zone it needs to be in. So that way you can move your apps without making changes. Similarly, collation. Outside of database collation, which is support, even for instance level collation, if you are using TempDB or system databases, you can set your collation so that you don't have to worry about rewriting your applications. Public endpoint. Managed instance has network requirements. It runs in your network, so it doesn't have direct connectivity unless you create rules to allow traffic through your firewall. So we now also support optional public endpoint, where if you want to do quick dev test and you want to connect without the burden of setting up a network, you can go directly with a public endpoint and deploy and test your applications there.
I think optional is the key word here.
Right. Yeah. It is not on by default. You have to opt in so that you can connect there. The next one is if you are using SQL authentication, it continues to work, but we also now have support for AAD instance logins, where you can create these logins just like you would on-premises AD logins, and then you can set granular permissions for these logins, whether they're administrator level or various server and database roles. Joachim will show a demo later today, and you can deploy your applications and integrate your on-premise Active Directory with Azure Active Directory. And if your application is already using Active Directory, it will continue to work. We'll dive into a couple of demos for some of these remaining things. We are also going to release smaller instances like 4-core, 2-core, etc., as well as MSDN subscription. So if you are doing dev test license or dev test work, you don't have to spend production equivalent cost for building your applications. And any questions here? Yeah.
So what is the maximum capacity I can have in the managed?
The question is, what is the maximum capacity in terms of compute or storage? Storage. So it depends on which tier you pick. General purpose today supports 8 terabytes, and business critical is 4 terabytes. But hyperscale, which you heard about yesterday, will also be coming to managed instance, which will later this year, which will allow you to go up to 100 terabytes. Yep.
So that's a good question. Like I said, public endpoints is one of those things, you either love it, you hate it. what we've done is it's optional and it requires 2 sets of eyes to enable this. So it requires network admin and it requires a DBA to open up this public endpoint. So we're hoping that this is the right compromise so that, the biggest worry of folks was that what if somebody accidentally turns this on, so we're hoping that by separating this out, we'll have the sufficient amount of security on these public endpoints. No, this is available for production. This is available in any managed instance that you have. You can turn this on, and it's up to you basically to control whether you want it or not. But again, like Ajay was saying, this is a great feature to have in a dev environment, maybe not in a production environment, but this is something that we give you the choice to make here.
Yep. So in terms of roadmap, so last quarter, a lot of the previous slide features became available. In addition, we expanded some regions in Australia and India. And this quarter, we are working on enabling more features such as application compatibility. Instance collisions is right now in preview, will go in GA. Customizable time zone is also in preview, will go GA. And we have already relaxed some of the network security things, like you no longer have to open up internet ports for management traffic. So we removed that dependency. Public endpoint I already mentioned. You can also configure your connection mode, whether it's redirect or proxy. The main difference is proxy goes through the gateway, load balancer. It's good if you are not frequently connecting and disconnecting, but for very chatty apps, there is latency if you have to go through gateway every time. So you can connect via redirect mode. So this is all available during the deployment option. Plus, we are continuing to expand in more regions and add other past features like restore the database across a different geo region, recover from point-in-time restore if you accidentally deleted a database, etc. So so before I show you a demo, I want to quickly show different ways customers can deploy a managed instance. One such example is here, but it's not the only way. Managed instance runs in your own network, as I mentioned. And all the inbound, outbound security for the network is controlled by you as a network administrator of your subscription. And then you can define how applications connect to your network, to the managed instance. The application can be running in the same network, virtual network, and in a different subnet, or they could be a web app or a Azure App Service, and you do VNet integration to that. Or it could be running in a VM, and that VM is paired with the same VNet as managed instance VNet. Or if you are on-premise in a hybrid application, you could also set up ExpressRoute or VPN and connect your application on-premises to your MI subnet and then talk that way. So this is just one architecture. It's very flexible. It's just pure networking on how do you want to enable connectivity, and then it's fully up to you to go and enable whatever direction you want. So this is completely secure since it's all running in your own network. So by default, nobody has access to it, and you can control the inbound and outbound access for your data traffic. Okay, so with that, I'll quickly show you a couple of things that we spoke about today from a demo perspective. Okay, so I'm here in the Azure portal, and I hit a create a resource and select managed instance, and you see that this basically all the instance level properties that you can set here, but I'm not going to use the UI. So if you are somebody who is very somebody who likes doing everything through scripts, we do have options. So you can just come here to automation options, and then it gives you the ARM template. So I have downloaded the ARM template here, as you can see. So the template has 2 files. One is the JSON file, which has all the properties where you can see, you can set up your administrator login. This is basically the SA login, password, location where you want to deploy, etc., and all the other properties. It also has a bunch of different ports. I will get to that in a minute. But what you see in the portal blade is the parameters that you see in the parameters JSON file. So here I have defined an instance name I'm going to use, the region where I'm going to deploy, username, password for my admin, the deployments queue, like I'm picking a Gen 4 general purpose, 256, 8 core, etc. And then I specified time zone. I want to be not in UTC time, but in Pacific time. I picked the non-default collation because I have applications which are running in a different collation. I have opened my public endpoint, so I can connect to it without going through a VNet. And basically, now I go back to this network security, which is really important. So managed instance has a requirement to open certain ports for management traffic. That's how Azure is able to manage things like upgrading, patching, failovers, doing backups. So we need to be able to connect to your instance. If you completely lock Azure out of it, then it is no longer a managed instance. So to help you with that, if you download the new template, it automatically has all the rules. But if you are deploying managed instance to your existing network, how do you know that this instance can be deployed there without any issues? So we have another script. It's available in GitHub, which I'll show you here. So this is called prepare subnet. So all you have to do is pass in your subscription ID, the resource group where you're going to deploy, and the network and subnet. And when you invoke the script, it basically goes and runs all our rules and makes sure your network meets the requirements. So you can see that it passed validation for things like size of the subnet, because managed instance needs IP addresses. And if you pick business critical, we deploy primary and 3 secondary replicas, so you need 4 IP addresses. So it makes sure the subnet is of the right size. There's no conflicting resources. It has various other rule checks, like no service endpoints. But you can also see that it warned that some ports are not open. So which means if I have to deploy successfully on this network, I need to go and fix this. So I can do it right here and say yes, and the script will fix it for me. Or I can go manually add the rules in my NSG. I have already run that script, so I can show you here in my NSG that it has created all the inbound rules on specific and the rule name itself tells you what its purpose is, and then outbound rules and all this is just for management traffic, except for 1433, which is your data traffic, and 3342, which is for your public endpoint. So now, once I have that, I can just go back to my PowerShell and deploy using my parameters template and JSON template. So let me stop this, and if I hit, let me give it a different name. So now it will go and deploy this instance in my resource group. So if I go back to the portal and you can see that it is deploying. It can take a couple of minutes to deploy, so I'm not going to wait for that. So that's once the instance is done, then you can see I'm connected to this from my management studio. It's a public endpoint, so it has a .public in it, so I don't need a jump box. So here I'm connected let's connect to an instance which does not have the default collation it's basically a Latin script. So I have like a query here. If I go and check, properties of this instance, you can see that it is running on default collation, and it's running in UTC time. The local time and the UTC time is the same. So it is running in UTC time, which is 7 hours ahead of the current time here. So, and it's running in English. So if I run a query, join a table which temp table which is running an English collation, because system databases uses the instance collation, and against a table which is non-default. So this is basically Novak Djokovic and Monica Seles in Serbian. So I'm going to run this query, and it'll fail with the collation conflict error, because I can't join rows which don't match collation. However, now that I have deployed an instance with the right collision, so my temp table also inherits that collision, as we can see here. So if you look at this instance properties, you can see that the system databases are in non-default collision, and also I've deployed it in Pacific time, so the time matches my time on my computer, which is different from UTC time. So now if I run the same collision query, this should be successful because tempdb collision matches my user database collision, and I get back the results. So that's a quick journey and walkthrough of how you can deploy the instance with the right set of settings, whether it's network or instance level features like collision and time zone. So with that, let me hand it off to my colleague to continue with this presentation.
Okay, great, thank you. So deployment out of the way, let's talk a little bit about security. This is an overview of our portfolio. I'm not going to talk about all of these things. In fact, I will just mention a couple things and then I'll demo some of the features we have. From an application perspective, the goal with security has always been to make sure that we are, on the one hand, giving you all the tools you need to secure your app. We also want to make it as easy as possible for you to do that so that you don't have to become a security expert. We're getting there with features, threat detection, vulnerability assessment. So on top of these sort of common core features like hardcore encryption and authentication, we're also layering features like vulnerability assessment. That is a rule engine that runs against your estate and gives you feedback on the configuration of your servers and databases so that you can then get some help in terms of, hey, what am I missing? What do I need to turn on? We've got threat detection to help you monitor your database against unusual events. And then, of course, we have all the as I said, core features like identity management. I'll talk a little bit about that. We have all the encryption and more. In fact, my colleague Jakob, he's in our booth right now, talking a lot about our latest encryption feature, Always Encrypted, which gives you, in Satya's terms, homomorphic encryption in the first version so that you can leave your data encrypted as it's being processed and queried by SQL. The second version uses enclaves, secure enclaves, so that you can actually even support a richer set of queries against this encrypted data. So we have a whole bunch of features and capabilities. What I'll talk about or what I'll show you in the demo is the following. I'll do a quick walk around AAD. We have integration with Azure Active Directory, of course. And then I'll show you, I'll put that together with RLS. RLS is row-level security, which allows you, which is a feature that I highly recommend for app developers. It helps you secure your app. It allows you to control, get fine-grained control over which rows, which data is returned to a particular principal, somebody querying your database. That in combination with data masking, for example, that's a great way to secure your application. So I'll put that on authentication together and show you a little demo there. And then we'll also demo threat detection just to show you what you can do to make sure that your database is not vulnerable to injection attacks and things like that. Can you, we'll skip that slide since we're running a little bit late. So let's go straight to it. If you can connect me over to 6. So here we are back in Azure at a portal. I have created a subscription. It's called AAD SQL MI. We're using a special directory to show you some of the advanced AAD features. And in this subscription, we have 2 managed instances, and I'll use both of those to demo what I just mentioned earlier. So let's quickly go over and talk about, like I said, a quick lap around AAD. As you know, you can, first of all, how do I get my identities, my users in there? There's different ways to do it. If you look at the users we have here, there are different types of users. There's the members, and these are, so for example here, Joachim Hammer, that's me. That's a member, and the reason this is a member is because we federated our on-prem domain with Azure Active Directory, and so we got a native user. I also have guest users here. Those are, in this case, I have myself as a guest user twice. One, it's a business-to-business type situation where we invited an external user to join this directory. This happened to be a Microsoft account. And then I'm also using my Outlook account here. That's an MSA account also as a guest user. And this gives you flexibility in terms of who can access your applications and so forth. And then just I want to show you two more things here. At the bottom, we're going to be using these two member users, Regional Manager 1 and 2. You can't see it, it's cut off here. And we'll use those in the RLS demo. Now, with anything, you should always, groups is a great way to control multiple users, manage users at scale. The group that's of interest for our demo here that I created is called JGuest. Here it is, and this has two members. This has my Outlook account and my Microsoft account. And if you look at the Outlook account, one more thing I want to point out. So you have ways to configure these users, and what I did here is I provided some authentication contact because I want this guest user, I want to make sure that this guest user is using my app responsibly. I want this guest user to use MFA, multi-factor authentication. So how do we do this? So back to our directory, there's a cool feature called conditional access. And conditional access is, again, one of those tools that helps you sort of walk that fine line between making it very convenient for your users to access your apps versus ensuring that the right set of controls, security is applied to them. So for example, with conditional access, and let me actually walk you through here, I have a conditional access policy, JGuest policy, and that's going to be applied to this group of guest users, JGuest. So with conditional access, you can control things like, I want to make sure that these users are connecting from a safe domain, or I want to make sure that these users in this group guest are using MFA. That was the example I provided, or that they are connecting only from devices that I consider safe. So all of these things you can do with conditional access. So here in this case, just a quick check. So this policy applies to this JGuest group here. And the app that I'm protecting in this case, we're using managed instance. So this is my Azure SQL Database. And the controls, and again, you can do a lot more here. I'm just sort of scratching the surface. And one of the controls that I want to enforce here is I want to require multi-factor authentication. But as you can see, I mentioned earlier, you can do other things. You can say this has to be a compliant device, whatever that means in my case. Only using approved client apps and so forth and so forth. So there's a whole lot of things you can do with this conditional access policy. In this case, we're just basically using it for enforcing multi-factor authentication. So now that we have our identities, our users, what's next? The next step is to map these into our managed instance, our Azure SQL Database. As Ajay mentioned earlier, we have some options now. You can either map your ID, your identity into a specific database as a contained user, or you can map those into logins, and then of course they have all the privileges that a login has in an instance. And I did both, so let me now switch to, let me go to my VM here, and I'll show you. Okay, so now I'm in a VM, and I authenticated. It was a little bit fast. I authenticated with my Joe Hammer at AAD SQL MI user, and I'm going to connect to the managed instance running in the subscription, and I'm going to use integrated authentication. So I already authenticated against this domain joined machine here, and now I'm going to connect with my, this is the member account that we showed you earlier, no password required here, and this maps to this is actually a high privileged user. This is an administrative account. So here we are, and you can see here's all the databases that we have, and so that's one way to authenticate. Another way, let me show you, is so let's say we want to connect with a guest account, and so oops, that's not what I wanted. So we have in this drop-down box, and this applies to all the other clients that we have different ways of authentication. In this case, I'm going to choose Active Directory Universal, and this is the way to connect when you have MFA, multi-factor authentication. And I'm going to choose this guest account. And now this should require 2 factors. Let me actually quickly, can't remember all my passwords here. Okay, so it requires 2 factors. Here's our password. And then next thing should be, so now here's my cell phone. This should ring in a second. Here it is with a code. Because remember, I gave that cell phone number as my second factor in the definition. So this is 170.488, 170.488. And so that should, okay, so now I'm connected. This is now connected with the guest account. In this case, I mapped it to a contained user, so this particular user only has access to one of the databases in the server. Okay, so let's put this all together, like I said. So let's use AAD, let's use RLS, and see what we can do there. And so for this scenario, I'm going to show you, we're going to use a different instance. We're going to use public endpoint, because the plan here is we're going to use, our app is Power BI. So we have this nice, so let's say we build a Power BI dashboard. It's a sales application. And this dashboard is will be used by our sales force, so they can connect and they can see who their customers are and what they're purchasing. But I want to do more, in addition to just authentication. I want to restrict these salespeople to see only the customers that are associated to their territory. And this is where these 2 Regional 1 and Regional 2 managers are coming in. So first thing, so I'm connected now to this database that I'm using at the back end here. This is another managed instance. This is a managed instance that has a public endpoint. The public endpoint here is convenient because I don't have to run Power BI inside some VM using Power BI on-prem gateway because of, as Ajay explained, because of the security constraints. I opened up a public endpoint so I can use Power BI, connect straight to my database. But again, this is a choice that has to be weighed very carefully. So here we are. The database we're using is Wide World Importers. And so what happened to these users? Well, I created some roles, and I added them into these roles. And so here they are in
Far West.
Far West. So here you see there's a Regional Manager 1, and then the other one is in Southeast. So I added these 2 roles, these 2 users to these 2 roles. The next thing we did is we created a RLS policy. RLS, Fine Grained Access Control, allows you to restrict access to a particular database, a particular table and columns in there. And so the RLS policy itself, you will find that under security. So down here we have security policies. And so here, let me quickly show you this. This particular policy has 2 predicates. There's 2 ways to do this kinds of restriction, or 2 scenarios. One is I want to only filter the right kind of rows. So if a salesperson connects and wants to see all the users, what I said, we'll have a function in there that filters out only those customers that are in their territory. I'll show you that function in a second. So this particular policy has 2 components. There's a filter component, and then there's also we call a blocking predicate here that basically protects somebody from inserting rows that are not supposed to be inserted under this policy. So what is this actual function look like? I'm just going to show you very briefly. So here is this function that was mentioned in the filter policy earlier. And without going into too many details, what it basically does is for every row that is accessed by this Power BI app, it will make sure that the territory from the salesperson who is invoking this app matches up with the customer that they're looking at in the customer sales table. So it's a table valued function. It's a little bit of T-SQL here, but I think the point I'm making is you write this once, you put it in the engine, it's bound to the table, it's very secure, and that helps you then protect the application that you're building. So let's say last thing, let me show you what this actually looks like. So here we are. Here's our app, and let me actually show you. So we have two regional managers here. Oops. Okay, so here I'm logged in with regional manager 1. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. There we go. And over here I'm logged in with regional manager 2. There we go. And so the point is that when your customers, your users are now using this app, what you see, there's a whole bunch of customers that are clustered on the left-hand side, clustered to the West Coast. That's because, you remember, this regional manager 2 was actually in the far west territory. So the only customers he or she is supposed to see or is allowed to see are the ones in that territory. So RLS, underneath the covers, did the filtering for us. The Power BI app didn't know anything. It just connected. It ran this query, say, show me all my sales from my customers. And then inside the database, we did the filtering. And that's why on the right-hand side, you can see all the customers, the sales are clustered on the East Coast because that regional sales manager was in the Southeast territory, and hence he or she was only able to see the customers from that, customers who are in that region of the US. Okay, so that's a quick example for how you can secure your app with RLS, with AAD, but like I said, we have a bunch of other things, and unless there's some other questions, let me show you a little more. So wait, there's more. Let me quickly jump into another VM quickly and show you one more thing. So let's say you have your app. Whoops. So let's say you wrote your web app and you're pretty happy and you want to know, what do I do? How do I protect this against bad guys? Am I secure? Probably what you do is, well, let me actually show you how this app works. So a very simple CRM app, and oops. There we go. So this app, basically CRM app, returns a bunch of customers, has some sensitive data in here. So probably what you do is you would, I don't know, use some sort of a pen testing tool or so maybe. And we have actually some options here. So maybe you've heard of SQL Map. That's an open source tool. A lot of people use that. You can configure it to hit your website to see what's going on underneath. Well, what we did is we basically pointed this to our fictitious web app here, and it's not a really very secure one, as you can see. So if you run this SQL Map tool against this web app, so here we're pointing it to this website, and we're telling it for speed here, don't exclude some of the system databases and so forth. So we're going to let this loose. It runs, and as you can see, what it does is it attempts a whole bunch of injection patterns against this website. It tries to see what can I retrieve, what databases do I find. I think it finds a few here. So it's looking at various column types. It's retrieving, and so here we go. It found some customers in there. It found even some security or credit card numbers. So it did a whole bunch of damage. Now, what if this hadn't been, a friendly pen tester, but what if this is out in the wild? How do you protect your app, your web app, against these kinds of attacks? Well, the answer is threat detection. So let me show you the last thing here on the security side of the house. So we're back in the portal, and here is another managed instance. And under security in the portal, we have a bunch of options here. There's some networking stuff, and we have something called advanced data security. And here what this allows you, it allows you to turn on threat detection. It's very, very simple. All you need is a storage account where some of the audits go. You need audit to be turned on. And then you provided some contact information where you want these alerts to go. And then what threat detection does, it has a number of algorithms that are running 24/7 against your, on behalf of you, that are watching for unusual events against your managed instance, your database, or your SQL Server singletons or pools, whatever you have. And it protects you, or at least it detects injection attacks, it detects exfiltration, it detects brute forcing and things like this. So once you have this turned on, at least you have some peace of mind that someone is watching there. And hopefully this pen testing that we did there should have triggered this tool here. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my email box, and here it is. So I had configured this threat detection to send an alert to Ajay and me. And so in this case, we did get an alert, so there was a potential exploitation was found. It tells you the subscription, it tells you the subscription name and the ID, of course, the server, the database, where it's coming from, and then it directs you to your SQL audit account, your storage account, to do further investigation. That's the way it works today. We're enhancing it continuously. And the last thing I'll say here is the good news is we're also offering this now for IaaS. So if you haven't made it into PaaS yet, you feel like IaaS is a good option, we have the same, or we're striving for the same security for both the managed databases as well as the
VMs.
fewer managed or less managed databases like IaaS, so forth. Okay.
Yep.
I'll pause here. Yes?
There is no other way to connect from Power BI to managed instances except the public endpoint, so you have to have that.
No, sorry, that was a little fast. There's another option. You can actually run that in a VM. You can use a Power BI, was it called Gateway?
So if you have data gateway, you can connect through data gateway and private endpoint. So data gateway needs to be running in a VM whose VNet is paired with the managed instances subnet. So you can do that.
So as long as Power BI is in a VNet, you can run in a secure configuration. This just was an option where you can use the public
and even with
endpoint.
public endpoint, you can make it secure, where in the inbound rules that we showed you earlier, you can say that for this port, the public endpoint is on port 3342, like I said, and only Azure cloud services can connect. So you can restrict connection even though it's public.
Let's do a quick one on failover. Because
Yes.
we're running. So let me do a quick switch, and I'll spend just 2 or 3 minutes on another important capability that you should all keep in mind, namely, how do I make my cloud apps geo-redundant, or how do I make them BCDR compliant so that if something happens in the cloud, my app is up and running, I'm not losing customers. And in case of managed instance, the solution here for you is failover groups. So failover groups, if you're familiar with GeoDR for singletons, failover group is a sort of companion feature that allows you to protect a collection of databases in your managed instance. And if anything happens to the underlying hardware, the VM and so forth, there's a disaster, we will ensure that that group of databases, your managed instance, will fail over into a designated secondary, which is in a different region, so that you have business continuity. There are some details about these failover groups, how you set them up. I have one configured here. In a second, I'll show you. There's actually a nice PowerShell script, again, that you can run to do all this. You don't have to use the portal. The key things about a failover group for managed instance is you need a couple things. You first need to create a failover group. In this case, this is called SQL DB demo FOG. and then you have a primary instance, and then you have and a secondary instance. And so here, my primary on the West Coast, secondary on the East Coast. And then there's a couple very important configurations. I won't go into all of them, but suffice it to say, you can turn this on autopilot, make this automatic, where we will detect and we will protect you in case of a disaster, meaning we will fail over for you. There's types of failover. There's a planned and unplanned. In the case of a planned failover, we'll ensure that everything is synchronized, no data loss. If there's a disaster, we will always opt for availability over data loss. So in some cases, you may suffer data loss. There's another option called manual where you can be in control of failing over, but then if there's a disaster and you don't have automatic policy turned on, well, you're responsible for making sure things are moving in the right direction there. So there's a bunch of other stuff. I'll leave it at this. So we have this failover group configured here. And the key, what's really nice about this is when you configure a failover group, you get two endpoints. Two listener endpoints. There's one on the primary, which is a read-write endpoint, and then the second one against the secondary is a read-only endpoint. So that means you can actually use your failover group for two things. One for business continuity, and the second one is also for read-only scale-out. So let's say you have some reporting workload in the secondary. That's perfect for that. The other good news is these endpoints will not change. The primary, the read-write one, will always point to the primary no matter where it is. If it fails over, you don't have to change your connection string, still points to the primary. The read-only will always point to the secondary. So one last thing, then hand it back to Ajay. We're running a little bit behind.
Other one.
Oh, this is, where am I here?
Close this.
Need to go back in here. So let me just show you quickly the script that you can use to create this, and then we'll do a failover and we'll hand it. So here's actually an app. So here we have another Power BI app that uses this failover group that I just showed you, and we have we have these two endpoints here. We have a read-write primary, and then we have a secondary for reading only. And here is here's the Power BI. Here's the PowerShell script. Sorry, and this is you can use this to create this failover group. So for example, here's the command where we talked about you have to give it a name. You need the resource group. You give the location where the primary resides. Oops. And you have the managed instance. You have the secondary partner region. This is in East US. And then at the end here, we talked about the failover policy. This one is automatic. If you have a failover, an automatic policy, you can give it a grace period saying, I don't want data loss. Please wait at least that much time before you fail over, and so forth. So one last thing I'll do here. So I'm going to initiate a failover. And so I'm going to execute this particular statement here. So we're going to fail over the primary from West US into East US. And that should be pretty quick, minute or so. And when that's done, we'll go back to our Power BI app, and we'll see that even though the listeners haven't changed, we're now the read-write and the read-only listener will be connected to the other managed instance in the other region. So, are there any questions while we're waiting here? Failover groups, yes. You don't have to. So you can decide, I have an application, and this is an application that reads and writes, so I'm going to always connect it to the primary. And then you may have a reporting application that only needs to do read. You can connect that to the secondary and do read only there.
Yeah, what happens to the actual application?
So you have, that's a good question. You have another choice. There could be another layer on top. You can either have your application stay in the region where it is, and it'll connect to the managed instance in a different region, or you can also build application failover into your pattern where you have a load balancer and that will detect connectivity to your apps, and you can have primary app and secondary app matching your primary and secondary managed instance, and they can fail over as well. So you have a choice there. So we did fail over. Let's do a quick check here. So I'm going to refresh this, and we should see that the servers up here have changed. Yep, so the read-write just changed. The other one is still in process here. It may be catching up a little bit or so.
You have to click on it, so it's gray color.
There we go. So both of them, the endpoint remained, but underneath the covers, the managed instance failed over, and so the read-write is connecting to the one on the East Coast now, and the read-only to the West Coast.
Yep.
I think I'll hand it back to Ajay now.
Yep. The last thing we want to talk about is ETL, which is very important for every business applications. So we talked about the database side. We talked about AS Power BI. Now what about SSIS? The good news is SSIS is fully supported with managed instance. You can run SSIS through Azure Data Factory, and then you can deploy your SSIS catalog, which has all the packages in a managed instance as an SSIS database. And you can either then schedule your jobs either through SQL agent like you normally would have, or you can also schedule it through ADF, and you can monitor it both in SQL agent or in ADF. So let me quickly show you how this is done. So I have already created a data factory service. So the way you first get started in deploying a SSIS catalog is you go to author and monitor. And then you say configure SSIS integration. Then it asks you various settings where you want to deploy your instance. You can also bring your license for SSIS also if you have a hybrid benefit. And then you pick where you want to deploy the catalog. So in my case, I could say West US and pick my managed instance, one of my managed instance like this one, and give the login to my managed instance. Let's put and then pick a network which is compatible. So in this case, this network is not compatible, so it doesn't let you. So and you keep going. And once it's done, so in the interest of time, I've already deployed a SSIS service. So I can quickly show you my runtime I have created. You can see that it's running in West US, and this is connected to my managed instance. And now once I do that, how do I deploy a package? So I can connect to my SSDT where I'm authoring my packages. So here's my SSIS package that I have. So I have a simple control flow and data flow tasks, which is simple ETL. So I go and start the package deployment wizard and pick the file I want to deploy, select my managed instance as my destination and the folder I want to deploy it to, and that's it. I think I already have created it, so it failed. But if I go back to my instance here, you will see that I have deployed the package. So once it's here, I can run this package by calling schedule, which will create a pipeline in Azure Data Factory, as you can see here. Or you can also set up an SSIS job, which I have done in SQL Agent here. So managed instance does support the SQL SSIS package job type, and so I can schedule it from here and run it from here. So if I run this, so before I run this, so I have this Power BI dashboard which goes against the database. You can see that the data here ends in June 2014. So let's run that ETL now. So it failed for some reason, but okay, never mind. So what that will do is basically refresh the data, and then when I refresh my dashboard here, it should show you the uploaded data. So let me quickly wrap up since we are out of time. Let's go back to the.
I think we can skip the migration. Let's just go to the wrap-up slide.
So I mentioned earlier, we do have the Azure Dev Test offering for SQL Database if you want to do POCs or dev tests and not use production pricing. So we waive off the license costs, and you have significant savings, including MSDN subscriptions. You saw a lot of the features of managed instance. How do you get there? We have, go to datamigration.microsoft.com. We have a complete playbook with all the tools, completely free to use, whether you want to do assessments, migration, or testing and optimization. It's available from different source target pairs. And we have tons of resources that will help you plan your migration to the cloud, all the way from assessment to the optimization. We have many more sessions at Build, and you can also find us in the expo hall in the data booth area for SQL Database. Tons of content on how to get started with managed instance. And feel free to let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Yeah.